talk a little bit about that, but I just want to share with you a few other names that are very important to us and very important to all the American people. Jocelyn Nungary, Rachel Morin, Chris Gadd, Travis Wolf, Aiden Clark, Kayla Hamilton, Laken Riley. These are some of the names that are becoming more familiar to people because they were just some of the innocent Americans whose lives were taken too soon because of that wide open border. They were senselessly killed by monsters who crossed our border illegally. Jocelyn is one who's captured the hearts of the country. She was a 12-year-old girl in Houston. She was murdered in cold blood just last week. Right now, we're averaging at least 500 gotaways every single day across that border. 500 every day. That's 194,000 illegals since the start of this fiscal year. We think that number may be underreported. We all know that it's a lot. And just one, let's say it's 194,000, just one of those 194,000 needs to have ill intent to put hundreds of American lives at risk. 2 weeks ago, 8 illegal aliens with ties to ISIS were arrested inside our own borders. These were terrorists that the Biden policies welcomed into our country. The only reason the FBI did anything about that is because House Republicans have been pressuring them to do more. I don't know what it's going to take for Joe Biden to wake up, but I can tell you that's the demand of this country. I wanted to wake up. I wanted to finally do his job, and we need to know how many more innocent 12-year-old girls have to lose their lives before he actually secures the border. He's playing politics with innocent American lives. There's no other way to say that, and everybody knows it. Our intelligence agencies know it, our law enforcement agencies know it, and even our enemies know it, and that's why they're empowered right now. With regard to the appropriations, we have to defend the homeland, and Chairman Amodei said so well, it's about the border. This week, the House will pass the appropriations bill for the Department of Homeland Security. We're also going to be passing the State and Foreign Operations appropriations to protect our security interests abroad, and the Department of Defense appropriations bill to strengthen our military and improve the quality of life for our service members. In the DHS bill, we're adding hundreds of millions of dollars to construct the southern border wall, billions to remove dangerous criminals, and the new Coast Guard vessels to intercept narcotics. We're also rejecting Biden's request for funds to encourage illegal immigration because that's what his policies have done. We want everybody watching to see how the Democrats vote on these bills. I think that's going to be a very important test. Do Democrats want to protect our borders? Do they care about the loss of all these innocent lives? I mean, some of them are saying so, but they need to take action to help us. Do they want to support our service members and support American sovereignty? You're about to find out. So we'll see how the vote turns out. With regard to the presidential debate, I expect that that question's going to come up about this. Look, like many, I look forward to hearing Donald Trump lay out his vision for the country. It's a positive vision. It's a forward vision. He is excited. I talked to him, spent a lot of time with him last week down in Mar-a-Lago, and then on the phone over the weekend, and he's in a very good place. And I expect that you're going to see a sharp contrast between President Trump's positive agenda and Joe Biden's proven weakness. And I did a lot of media over the last several days, and everybody wants to know which Joe Biden's going to show up. And look, my summary is this. It doesn't matter if he drinks a whole gallon of energy drinks. He's not going to be able to match the acumen and the readiness of Donald Trump. And that's what we expect. Even if it's a 3-on-1 situation, I mean, obviously the CNN moderators have shown an open disdain for President Trump. Everybody's seen the tapes rolling of all their comments, so we know it's not a fair fight. But Biden's still going to have to address America's concerns about his policies of high inflation and open borders and appeasement of our adversaries. Those are things that are on the hearts and minds of every American. And I know he's spending all week to prepare for it, but I guess that's how much time it takes to figure out how to defend that disastrous record. Good luck with that. So Thursday night will be an interesting thing. Next Thursday is an important anniversary. I'll just close with that, and then we'll take your questions. But members are going to be working in their districts, and we want you all to have a blessed 4th of July celebration. On Thursday next week, we turn 248 years old as a nation, and you know, if you're a high school civics student, that seems like an eternity, but for all of us, we know that's really a short amount of time on the span of human history. We live in the greatest country in the history of the world. It's the strongest, most powerful, most free, most benevolent. It's not even close. And it's still an experiment, is what we have to remember. It's an experiment in self-governance. We don't know how long it's going to last, but it falls upon the people here and those duly elected representatives in the Congress to preserve and keep that republic. We're serious about that, and the weight of it would be heavy. The burden would be great if we did not have great faith that we're going to be able to do this, and we will. Steve, you want